Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode here on the Rustycraft server. We've got a doozy of an episode for you today. Several farms were built. Oh, it was just so much work. Sorry for the delay in this episode. There really just was so much done. As you can see over there, there's something. I'll be getting into that later. But first, let's take a trip over to the Nether so that we can get to the industrial district. All right, now we have popped over, and as you can see, I have upgraded the sugarcane farm. I was having a slight issue with not producing enough uh, bamboo. I think I said sugarcane. I meant bamboo. I was not producing enough, and I was selling the usage of this thing to my server mates, and that's not fair if they have to wait for me to AFK to do just a simple double chest of items that need to be smelted. So I took some time and I upgraded it. There are further upgrades coming in the future, like my return lines I'm going to change a little bit, but as you can see, I have hoppers galore, and this is doing quite well for itself as well. Let's take a quick overview of the flying machine. It's back here in the evening. If you saw really quickly, if you look over here, I have daylight sensors, one for the evening, one for the morning. And I also have a cart to AFK there if I really need to. So yes, this was one major upgrade that I did, as well as the minor upgrade by Perdido. He added a quick timer, super simple redstone clock, but it means that you don't have to sit there and toggle the switch anymore, which is super nice. So next on the list of things to show off today is a guardian farm. Alright, so here I am on my camera account, and I'm looking at something pretty cool here. This is my guardian farm. Now, I had some footage of us raiding, but once again, my settings are still not where I'd like them to be. Oh, let's get out of there. That just dropped the frame rate ridiculously. Um, so this obviously used to be an ocean monument that I took down with Perdido and Oncoming Storm. It was a good time. Had some fun laughs. Had a scare. I lost my wallet for a bit. Turns out I had put it down in one of my potions chests. So this is a very simple design, just pretty much copied off of Impulse SV's channel with his what he built for the Hermitcraft server. I am going to be beautifying this up a bit. I only used what blocks I had available, and right now it's very ugly, but just simple farm. I just quarantined everything off, and obviously that's soul sand in there, and it forces all the guardians to go up and go through into the nether. So I'm going to jump over to the nether and show you what that looks like. So here's the other side. Everything is forced through this nether portal. We go down here. As you can see, I've got a place for a lava blade to be set up. They come down here, and entity cramming is usually what kills them the fastest. If the lava blade is not on, what will actually happen will be you could actually come over here and swipe at them with your sword. I do have a season pass all set up, and I hope people will start buying from there. But the rates are amazing. And this is after I went through and I made a couple boxes of sea lanterns, some bricks, some prismarine, some prismarine bricks, and some dark prismarine. Unfortunately, we do not have a squid farm on the server yet. Hopefully one of those will be made soon. So I'm going to give you guys a taste of what the rates look like if you give me just a second to set up. And just like that, they are pouring through. I have my character on the other side. Ironically, this farm seems to work better with more people online. I haven't actually physically done out the math, but right now it's my character, my wife's character, and just my uh, spectator account, so that doesn't actually affect rates. But as you can see, this thing just brings them through like crazy. So let's jump down here, and you can see that they're actually dying due to entity cramming. It's amazing. Um, Later on, I'm going to be setting up a shop to sell these drops, or at least what's made from the drops, and I'm excited. But first, I got to beauty it up. So let's roll to the time lapse. right, so I did not get this done. I was really hoping to. I hope you enjoyed this long time lapse, but it looks like I'm going to have to call this time lapse quits because this thing is much larger than I intended. So when I come back on the next episode, I will have this thing fully decked out, all decorated, people working in the research lab. Um, I want to do some more stuff on the roof, but this project has been way bigger than I anticipated, especially just for a decorative facade. See, I even missed back there. But we'll come back to this build later on so that we can see the progress that I make off camera. Alright, I am here in the shopping district, and after that time lapse, obviously I am ready to build my shop, so I am going to build a miniature version of the research laboratory over here at Spawn, and that's where I'll sell all the goodies. But there's not that much water here in the area that I want to use, so what I'm going to end up having to do is terraform a good bit of this, hopefully not infringing on the trading hall behind me, and we'll see how that goes. I will come back when I have made some progress. All right, so right after finishing the build, Perdido showed up, and because he runs a business doing interior decorating, I thought I would tell him what I wanted, hire him. He had just suffered an accident, so here's that clip.
Hello. Hi.
Hello.
How's it going?
I am doing very well. How are you?
Not too shabby. I'm still working on my armor. It's
Yeah,
a little time consuming.
that is a horrible accident. I haven't told my viewers yet. Uh, poor Lost here. Lost all of his gear. He was using my smelter and was AFK. You were what? First killed by a zombie, then shot by a skeleton, or do I have that backwards?
First shot by a skeleton, then killed by a zombie when I
Because
logged in again to try and get my stuff. But what happened was I was AFK unintentionally. I went to eat supper and I forgot that I was logged in waiting for the smelting to happen.
I,
Um,
I hear that only
and
happens
I
to pro.
died.
I hear that only happens to pro Minecrafters. So
Well, I mean, I guess that's one way to look at it.
so
The helipad up here.
I
Nice little landing spot.
I just off
You what?
camera explained to Lost what I want done. I don't want to say everything. I want to be able to surprise everyone. So if you want to come down here, I will prepay you, which will help you recover your
Woo!
stuff. And hopefully, when I wake up in the morning, because I'm about to go to bed, everything will be done. That's a lot of armor
Oh,
stand work.
oh,
It'll be fun.
diamonds.
I
Yeehaw!
The only thing is
Wee!
I have not put up a sign
Oops, I
saying
threw the
not
wrong one.
quite open yet. So I gotta
Wee! Wee!
let me do that right now.
I just got all my diamonds back. Thank you.
All right. Junk. I
And I
forgot.
almost gave them to you.
Yay! I got all my diamonds back. All right. So
I
I'm
like
going.
it. It's like a science rig, right?
Yeah, it is the little brother to the big one. I do have to fix those doors. That is driving me nuts. I do need to get some terracotta and make those doorways 2 by 2 instead of two
Two
by
by four.
four. But I'm going to put
Okay,
this up.
so okay, that's fine.
Research lab closed. Opening soon. All right.
Nice.
So that will be fun. I cannot wait
Just
to
flying
wake
on the
up
ground here.
and turn on the shaders and just explore. I've come up with a pretty cool idea and I cannot wait to see how he's going to do it. So I thank you for that. And I'm going to bid you a good night. Guys, it's 2 days later as there's been some server issues. Lost hasn't been able to or Lost had some trouble setting up the scene, but here we are, our first look. Oh, that's cool. I like the iron doors. And what is that? A stair? Nice.
I don't know if you want to continue using the scaffolding here. I didn't mess around with that because I didn't know what your plans were. So I didn't know if you wanted to
Yeah, I
go
was thinking the
upstairs.
scaffolding instead of stairs. Oh, hello.
I forgot. I got to give you these. These are
Uh,
yours.
some
I
ceiling
also
lanterns.
stole some iron from your iron shop over there,
That's
so I could make some of this stuff.
okay, that's cool. All
Have you come
right.
around here?
Oh, that's cool. The
Oh.
drowned are attacking. That's so epic. I love that scene.
They're like throwing one of them
There.
up.
That is so good. I love that. All right, and we got Doc. He's doing some stuff here. Oh, that's cool.
He's just carrying a sea lantern.
All right. All right, so we've
Hello,
got
lag.
who do we got here? Nice. Ooh, I like that.
Alright.
You can see some fish in there. And I love the pattern behind it. Instead of going with live fish, we went with armor stand fish. But because of my texture pack, it's just so vivid.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I
I
might
gotta check
switch
out
it.
your video.
Yeah, I might switch it out for white just for myself, but I bet
Terracotta?
no,
Yeah.
the stained glass just because my stained glass
Oh,
is a
okay.
church stained glass, versus just being colored
Oh,
blue. But I love that because you can see right into it. What's the other one? Oh, I love the
oh,
clownfish. He's like
that's my
looking right
shrimp
at me.
boxer.
Hold on, zoom in on the fish. That's so cool. We got a puffer up top. Very cool. I love the fishing rod on the armor stand. Ooh, some end rods. Good looking.
I thought
Yeah,
that would look a little bit better.
yeah, I agree. That looks really good. And then I can put something
Give
else
it
over there.
some
Second floor.
fluorescent lighting.
Nice. Is that actually a rotation wrench or is that just to carry it on a
Yeah,
stick?
it is. It's a
Yeah, that's a.
rotation wrench.
Ooh, nice touch. I love that with the blade. Oh, with the coral blade and the mini chest. Those are some cool touches, man. This is why I hire Lost for the inside job. A dissection is. Oh no, Corrales is in on the dissection.
I think his face is just perfect. The elder guardian has a tail too. If you come in the back.
Impressive. That's pretty good. That's really cool. Oh, I love it. The dark
And you have
prismarine.
Optifine on, right?
I do.
So this sea lantern here is giving off light
I don't have my
because it's a
shaders
real sea
on.
lantern.
I'm gonna do a quick tour after with the actual shaders on, and
All
then
right.
oh,
Then you didn't tell
people.
me to do any of this, but this is just extra.
Oh, that's so cool up here on
It's
the
funny just
helipad.
if you fly in over here. Uh-oh. They'll let me fly. Right?
He's
You
like
fly in
spotting
from
you.
this direction, and he's like pointing at you as you fly towards
That's
the
pretty
helipad.
epic. And just the extra equipment up top. Oh, that looks so good, man. Thank you so much. That is worth every
Uh-huh.
diamond. Just look
Are
at
you
this.
satisfied? Do you want anything else added?
No, this is great, man. Oh, this is so cool. The only thing
All
to do
right.
now is to pause my video, fly back down here, and take a look at it in shaders. Let me pause.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays.
first season pass. I don't think I explained this on video yet. So obviously I have this farm, and I need to make sure, I need to put a piece of glass right there. Let me do that right this second. So anyways, I'm gonna put a piece of glass right here just to see if this lava blade is on or not. Obviously, it's off right now. Just turned it off. So I've got the season pass. This thing generates a ton of XP if you do not have the lava blade on, if you just have someone sitting here slashing, and I did replace this to make the XP flow towards you. Obviously, it's doing very well. This was just like 20 minutes of grinding to heal up my armor. I also added this. If you see there's a hopper line down here, I don't actually need this chest. Please don't go into the hopper. You went into the hopper. Oh, it's gone. It was just dispensed. But anyways, I'm sorry. I need to fix that. I say too much. This is a trash can. And as this is raw fish and this is cooked fish, and I have way too much, I have it just on auto hopper or auto, hoppers come out the bottom of those, and this is a line of hoppers underneath here covered up so it doesn't fill up by anything, and then goes into a simple trash can. So I've got shards, crystals, and then garbage fish. This is where other things will show up. I'm getting a ton of puffer fish and a ton of no, not a ton of mob heads, but it's always nice to get them. So over here, I decided to make a season pass. So season pass for experience only is 5 diamond blocks. That's for the entire length of the server. And then the season pass plus shards is 10 diamond blocks, and we actually have made a purchase, which is super nice. So they get to grab one of these heads and keep it on them. So anyways, that's another thing I need to stop saying. Anyways, I'm going to be meeting up with ND4th in a little bit. I'm going to show him how it runs, and I'm going to thank him for those diamonds because, well, having 10 blocks, super nice. So I thought I'd stop by the Guardian farm. As you can see, someone's sitting over there, but I wanted to check on the season passes, see how well they're selling. Nice! 2 more season passes sold. That is 10 diamond blocks. That gives me a grand total of 20 diamond blocks at this place. Yeah, this was worth the time. You can see there's quite a bit of black terracotta in this build. And as you can tell with the Guardian farm, there needs to be, or at least when I'm selling stuff, there needs to be dark prismarine, which of course requires black dye. And whereas it can be very annoying to get, I decided that in addition to building something mega like this, that I was also going to build a squid farm. So why don't you check that out right here. Here, I am actually in a river biome. If you can't guess what I'm doing, I am building a squid farm. Originally, someone else on the server was going to, but they got distracted by larger projects. And because the squid farm is, if not time consuming, it's not very resource intensive. So I'm just going to build myself pretty quickly. But this will definitely help with the making of dark prismarine, which is a very coveted block, and I'm excited for the income that will build, as well as just having black dye, because in a future episode I'm just going to be building a dye store, which will be nice to have on the server. But it's pretty boring. I'm just digging a hole. I'll jump back when there's more to see. A quick side note, if you ever do want to dig out a hole, even if it is a small one, for something like a squid farm, always put up your beacon. It is worth the extra couple seconds it takes to set up. Alright, so it's been a long time since I've checked in. As you can see, I'm in the camera account right now, and man, I I had last said that I was gonna check in, that I was gonna build a little squid farm, that it shouldn't take that long, and it's been 2 days. So let's talk about what can go wrong with a squid farm. First off, I want to mention the fact that you need to drain water. And apparently it's only in a 128 block radius, but I had messed that up. So I spent hours and hours and hours with 30 sponges clearing all this water. As you can see, there's plenty of rivers. There was a river over here. There was a bit of an ocean over there. And you can see my little arrow. One of my friends was glitching out when he tried to help me section all this off. So that is a lot of work if you ever want to build a squid farm yourself. Then there is the issue of portals. Oh my word. That was a nightmare. Turns out my issue was not having the portals on the same y-axis. I had everything set up. Originally my portal was up here. Turns out that wasn't the optimal position, so I did move it underground, which is safer for AFKing, which is nice. But I will pause really quick so I can get my camera account into the Nether, and I will show you what I'm talking about. Alright, so this is the Nether side of this portal. I mentioned earlier that everything needs to be on the same y-axis. Originally I had my player portal put on the Nether roof over here, but that let half the squids come through in the killing chamber where they're supposed to be. Half the squids came through the player portal, which is obviously not optimal because then you have to sit there and swing your sword about. So after 25 rebuilds, I figured, well, what if I raised the other portal, and that was the solution all along. So if you're having the same issue in your world, that is the problem. Now, as you can see, this thing produces a ton of ink. I'm probably only gonna have to AFK here a couple hours to get that chest filled, if that. That's actually only like 15 minutes. Yeah, so a couple hours would be about right. Anyways, that is the squid farm, and I am actually going to pass it off since I'm already in this. I'm going to turn on my shaders, and I'm going to take you guys on a tour. you're still here after all that B-roll. I hope you enjoyed it. I love touring the other bases of my fellow Rustycraft players. They've got such cool builds. I hope you enjoyed them. They look great with the shaders. Anyways, I had a great time with this episode. Sorry it took so long, but the Guardian farm, I lost a bunch of footage of us actually raiding the Guardian, the Ocean Monument, so I apologize that I didn't get to show that off. But Perdido got some good footage, so go check that out on his channel. Either way, 3 farms done, some beautiful B-roll. That's the bell. Get out of here, and don't forget to like and subscribe on your way out. Bye-bye.